So, did the party shop only stock children's-sized hats, or do I just have a ridiculously huge head? The answer is yes. Hello, I'm Victor, and this is the Junkyard. You may be wondering about this, and this. Well, today for our extended Halloween, we are going to be revisiting the vampire subgenre with 1933's Vampire Bat. So prepare yourself for stiff hopping and kung fu, or maybe sullen emo kids.
Well, the movie starts with Detective talking with the city council as they superstitiously complain about their vampire problem. As he tires of trying to get help in solving murders while they all cry bat, he leaves to meet up with his scientist girlfriend, Fay Wray. Yeah, I'm expecting some good screaming. Anyway, she works for the Doctor, an excessively stiff and aristocratic character whose house call is interrupted by Herman, a creepy, bat-loving young half-wit, who nevertheless has some very ahead-of-his-time hair.
I believe we've found our Edward.
Soon after a point-of-view monster attacks and kills an old woman, the villagers, as they will, start muttering rumors about Herman. Soon one guy is shrieking accusations, afraid for his life. This'll end well. To kill time until the village forms a lynch mob, the movie entertains us with the standard shrieking, gawking idiot woman, a stock character that, after about 1945, would fall out of favor until the Wayans brothers adopted it as their own shtick later in the century. Well, after another murder takes place, Detective does have the villagers bring Herman in for questioning. This was about as good an idea as you'd think, since they decided to do this with torches and hunting dogs. Herman, terrified, is driven over a ledge to his death. Hey, good news! He wasn't a vampire!
You know, this idea that the villagers have of vampires as being these undead creatures who rise from their graves, turn into bats, and suck blood from their victims is really kind of novel. They should make a movie about that.
Well, we soon find out that it was the Doctor, with the help of a psychically controlled assistant, who was draining those victims using an elaborate machine. As he continues to subtly try to convince the still skeptical detective that it was the work of vampires, the villagers come in to tell them that they killed Herman. With a cautious stake through the heart to confirm it, and a victim taken after Herman's death, the vampire theory is now dead, and the Doctor is getting nervous. In fact, as our clever detective goes on about how he'll search the house from top to bottom for a clue, he fails to notice the Doctor looking like he's trying to pass a whole pineapple. The Doctor prescribes Detective some sleeping pills and sends his hypnotized assistant after him. Faye sees the Doctor using his inexplicable mind control and pieces it together, but, as a female, is of course captured. Doctor reveals to her that he'd been using the blood to create and nurture a new life form, making him a vampiric Frankenstein. Cut to the lab, where a bound Faye watches as the Doc tends to his pet rock. Glorious creation. Detective, who decided to have a refreshing cigarette in lieu of the sleeping pills, and thus was able to overpower the assistant, shows up to bring the Doc to justice. The Doctor nearly kills Detective, but Assistant wakes up and confronts his former master. Doc and Assistant both end up dead, and the film ends with a bit of comedy from the lovable idiot woman.
And that was The Vampire Bat. This one was actually kind of interesting. It was kind of like Dracula meets Frankenstein meets the Oxbow incident. I still don't know where the Doctor got his psychic powers, and I'm kind of disappointed that Fay Wray never once screamed in the film. But overall, kind of fun. Well, this is the last video of my extended Halloween, and we are going to be entering into the year 2011, where I hope to put out more reviews, hopefully with less makeup. Well, this has been Victor with the Junkyard. Thanks for watching, and have a good year.
By the way, according to IMDb, after the movie, Pulsating Lifeform went back to Paris to become a star of French cinema. When France came under German occupation during the war, Pulsating Lifeform worked with the Resistance, where it received injuries that would prevent it from playing action roles for the rest of its career. However, Pulsating Lifeform continued to be a favorite in the Paris theater scene until it lost its fight with thingamajig cancer in 1974. You'll always be in our hearts, Pulsating Lifeform.